Welcome everybody, this is Mike Hamilton from Trade the Easy Way, just stepping you through the markets, and not a lot going on the earnings front. And we have, what have we got? Balfour BT, Savills, Rank, not a lot this week in the UK and not a lot in the US either. Cisco on Wednesday. Nothing else significant is jumping out at me. So let's get straight into the markets. So Dow with this big push up off of this floor, and now we're just in this consolidation with the averages catching up. So if this is going to work, I would expect us to come and see this support down there around that 53,000 mark, reconnect with the averages, and then we're going to start to work up. Otherwise, if we fall over here and start to close underneath that level, then we need to short the pullback and trade this down. So may not get such a, if we stay bullish, we may not get such a deep pullback. But that's what I would expect. I'd expect a full retest of this break up area and a full retest of that early July high. Okay, so that's the Dow. Very quick peek at the Nasdaq. So Nasdaq's done similar, as you'd expect. Pushed up off this floor, pulled back, averages are crossing. So if we can dip back into here around the 29,000 mark, then we should, in theory, work our way up. As with any market like that, if we close underneath that major support, then this is going to wind down and this is going to be a rollover pattern. But I'm expecting that to hold up, albeit bumpy. UK doing the same. So we start closing underneath 10.5, and then this is done. Start closing above 10, 9, 11, then we're going to go to 120 plus, 12,000 plus. All right, moving. Let's kick off with banking. So if the Fed hold rates next month, this could bode well for the banks. If Mr. Walsh does reduce rates, which is not expected, then this could pull back. This is HSBC. We look at Barclays holding up well. That looks as if we can come and see 550 if we pull back to £5. And on the other one, let's look at Lloyd's. Same story, holding up, and sure, slopping around, but be careful with this one. If we close underneath £3, this ain't going to work. But if we close back above 350, then that should get to £4 plus. £4 is the obvious target for next stop on that one. And so looking across, just getting a little bit concerned about insurance companies with all this fires we are having, and this weather could open up subsidence problems on the property market. It could create a lot more claims in and around that. But so just keep an eye on these insurance companies, because this Sabre has been on a sweet run from 106 to 186. Now that's a sell signal last week. But we have all the averages underneath us. So if we do drop to 150, 160 and hold, then something like Sabre would do well. But just take a look at these. This is FCX, the big copper miner in the US, pushing up. Bear in mind we've got Central Asia metals, so we'll take a look at that in a minute. But let's just focus on this one. So if we close above this 72, then FCX is going to catapult up to going to see 77 and 82. So if we now cross over to Central Asia metals, so it's the daily on the left and the weekly on the right, if you haven't already sussed that. Knocking into some resistance. But as long as this 150 holds, then I would expect to see this going up to 170, 180 plus, and ultimately in the back end of this year over the £2 mark. 150 is going to be a tough spot though if this does get going. Anyway, in the meantime, this looks good, and I'm expecting that to continue into that £2 mark. So that's Camel Central Asia metals. Not talked about this one much recently. Diageo pushed up into that 1830 mark. Any pullback to the £17 mark is a buy in Diageo. Pullbacks again bought in this Convatec, CTEC. So sweet move off of the £2 mark. We're here at 230. If we can close above this, let's see 250 plus on Convatec. PFE is Pfizer is looking like it's off to the races. You can see on that weekly it's already hit the 200-day average here. So any pullback to 25, we're currently 27.10, is a buy. Ultimately looking to see if that can get to 30 plus this year. And let's have a quick look at this. Yeah, if this works out, we should see 32 and possibly 35 if this breakout continues on Pfizer. Just going to finish on wheat. On Thursday, we've got the crop report that's coming out. Weekly looks very good. This daily needs to stay above 650. If this works out and we close above this area here, then I'd expect to see $7.40, $8, $8.10 plus on the wheat. Other commodities are very similar. I haven't looked at gold, have we? So I called gold last week. Called it a little high. Called it 4,050. Dipped to 4,000. Here we are, $350 higher, or nearly 43.60. Fantastic weekly chart there. Next stop, if this works out, we should punch into 4,500 plus. All right, let's leave it there. Let's keep it short and sweet. I'll update you if I see anything else, but not doing too much more at the moment.